Would you rather have two, three jobs just to pay for your mortgage, or someone else pay for your mortgage in your primary house, the house you live in? One look and I breathe. Welcome back to Intentionally Judith, and thank you so much for staying on this journey with me, the journey to maximize the last the last 45 days of 2024. So thank you so much for joining me, and this is our daily appointment. It's actually one of my goals, our daily appointment with a YouTube video, and I'm sharing some of the tips that I have helping me on this journey to accomplish my goals. The tip I want to share today is how can you make your house, your primary residence, how can you make your primary residence an asset instead of a liability? How can you make your primary residence affordable? How can you have a mortgage-free primary residence? I will share two tips, and these are things that I've done for years. I will just share two tips that can be very helpful to make sure you can afford your house, or you can make your house more affordable. Or while you're looking to purchase a house, if you use these two tips, you can actually get the right house for you, so that you can live in mortgage free, or reduce the mortgage and make your mortgage a lot more affordable. So what are those two tips? The first tip is you have to be willing to make some sacrifices. If you're willing to make some sacrifices and be uncomfortable for a short period of time, you can actually make your house a lot more affordable, and you can even live mortgage free. I've done it in a $400,000 house, and in a almost $1 million house. I've lived in those houses mortgage free for a number of years, and I'll count 5 years, almost 5 years, of course with a couple of gaps here and there, whereby we live mortgage free, or with the big part of our mortgage covered by someone else. So the number one tip is be willing to do the hard things, be willing to be uncomfortable. Be willing to be uncomfortable for a short period of time, so that you can reap the benefits of that going forward. The second tip is have a strategy before you even get the house. If you already have the house, it can also help. But if you're looking to purchase a house, I guided you in this video, the previous video I did a couple of days ago. You can go check this video here. So I guided you on how to get a house. So if you're looking to purchase a house, use these tips so you can make your house more affordable, and you can even have a house mortgage free. So the second tip is what? The second tip is the strategy to get the right house. To get the right house that's going to work for this, you have to be intentional when looking for that house. What type of house are you looking for? We were looking to relocate into a very expensive area in Virginia, just to be able to have the best school district for the kids. And though we could afford the mortgage, it was going to be a bit of a stretch with two incomes. It was going to be a big chunk of our income. And we had been so accustomed to having someone else pay part of our mortgage, or all of it, that we didn't want to do that. So what did we do? We started looking for houses that could accommodate this strategy I'm talking about. And what is the strategy? Basically, we were looking for a house that will work for house hacking. They call it now house hacking, but we didn't even know what we're doing. But basically, you're looking for a house that has the option to create a separate unit, so that you can rent it out, or you can put it on Airbnb, or you can make it a short-term rental and also use it at your convenience, depending on your need. So you can do the same thing with any house. You can either rent the separate space in your house, or you can rent part of your house. That's why I started with what? Be willing to be uncomfortable, right? Be willing to make some sacrifices. While looking for the house, you focus on a house that has the option to create a separate unit. We narrowed down on a house that had a basement. That was our focus. We will not look at anything else but something that had a basement with an actual separate entrance. You can have a basement but you don't have an exit, right? A house that had a separate entrance that would allow us to house hack, or to put a renter in there, or a rent it on short-term basis. The other option, you have those generational houses. You can look for a generational house and then you use the other section of the house to house hack. If you already have your house and that doesn't fit the criteria I'm talking about, you can also rent on the room-to-room basis. I've lived in a neighborhood with $1 million houses and people were renting rooms. So if you're willing to be uncomfortable, you can have someone else pay for your mortgage, or at least part of it. And we all know the mortgage is the biggest expense for everybody. Housing is the biggest expense. So if you have that expense taken care of or reduced, that can allow you to do a lot more things with your money. I'm telling you, in 5 years that we did these strategies, we were able to save a lot of money to push us to enable us to start investing into real estate. So if you're willing to make some sacrifices, and if you're willing to house hack, then start being intentional about the type of house you're looking at when you're looking to purchase a house, and follow the steps that are listed in the video that I'll link here. Or if you already have your house, this is also a strategy that can help you not be house poor. If a lot of empty nesters have all that space available and they don't know what to do with it, the option to rent by the room is not an option that I would consider if I have kids. If I have a separate unit that I can close off from my main unit, I do that. I did that, and I can do that even with kids, because you can make the unit completely separate. So you can use that option. Empty nesters and they have a big room. I just believe there are a lot of good people out here, and you can always find the right tenants for your space. If you need some guidance on how to find renters, the platform to look at when you want to get somebody to rent, whatever, the room or a separate unit, I can guide you. I'll make a video actually about all those platforms and all those methods to get to house hack, all those platforms that facilitate house hacking. I'll make another video for that. If you follow these steps, you can actually make your house a lot more affordable. You can live mortgage free, and you can save a lot of money doing that. But you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. I just wanted to share that quick tip here. Again, if you're looking for a house, this is the right time to start searching for the right house that will allow you to do this technique and actually make your house an asset, not a liability. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time, bye.